A single weaving technique invented in 1966 transformed an obscure Italian leather goods workshop into a multi-billion-dollar empire that redefined what luxury could mean in the 21st century. This intrecciato weave, consisting of narrow leather strips meticulously woven by hand, became so iconic that it eliminated the need for any logo or branding whatsoever, creating recognition through craftsmanship alone. Welcome to the extraordinary story of Bottega Veneta, where the philosophy of invisible luxury reached its ultimate expression and sparked a revolution that transformed the entire fashion industry's approach to status, branding, and the very definition of desirability. The House of Bottega Veneta was founded in 1966 in Vicenza, a small city in the Veneto region of Italy renowned for centuries of leather-working tradition. Michele Tadei and Renzo Zenghiaro established the workshop with a radical vision, creating luxury leather goods where the quality of materials and excellence of craftsmanship would speak louder than any logo. The founding philosophy centered on the concept that truly sophisticated consumers didn't need external validation through visible branding. They would recognize and appreciate superior quality through touch, construction, and visual refinement alone. This approach contradicted the prevailing luxury wisdom of the era, when brands like Louis Vuitton and Gucci built empires precisely through recognizable monograms and prominent logos that broadcast status to everyone. The Intrecciato technique emerged as Bottega Veneta's signature innovation, a method of weaving narrow strips of leather into geometric patterns that created both structural integrity and distinctive aesthetic. This weaving process required extraordinary skill, with artisans training for years to master the tension, consistency, and precision necessary to create flawless patterns. Each square centimeter of intrecciato involved multiple leather strips woven over and under each other, creating a flexible yet durable surface that moved beautifully and aged with graceful patina. The technique solved a practical problem: how to create soft, pliable leather goods without visible stitching, while simultaneously creating a visual signature as recognizable as any logo to those who understood luxury. The brand's iconic tagline, "When your own initials are enough," perfectly encapsulated the philosophy of confident luxury that required no external branding. This message appealed to a specific segment of ultra-wealthy consumers who valued discretion, found prominent logos vulgar, and wanted luxury goods that signaled their sophistication only to other insiders. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Bottega Veneta became the preferred choice of old money families, European aristocracy, and American WASP establishment figures who appreciated quality without ostentation. The clientele included celebrities and cultural figures who valued privacy, with Andy Warhol notably collecting Bottega Veneta bags and praising their understated elegance in his diaries. If you're captivated by how this Italian house revolutionized luxury through craftsmanship rather than logos, and want to explore more stories of brands that dared to operate differently, please subscribe to Lux Eternal and activate the notification bell. Your support allows us to continue uncovering the fascinating philosophies and innovations behind the world's most exceptional luxury brands. By the early 2000s, Bottega Veneta faced an existential crisis as logomania dominated luxury consumption, and the brand's quiet approach seemed increasingly irrelevant. Sales declined dramatically as consumers gravitated toward brands offering obvious status signaling through monograms and prominent branding that Instagram culture amplified. The Gucci Group acquired Bottega Veneta in 2001, recognizing potential in the heritage and craftsmanship, but uncertain how to make it relevant to contemporary luxury consumers. The appointment of Tomas Maier as creative director in 2001 proved transformative, as he understood that Bottega Veneta's understated philosophy could become its greatest strength rather than a commercial liability. Maier refined and elevated the Intrecciato technique, developing new patterns, scales, and applications that expanded beyond traditional leather goods into ready-to-wear shoes and accessories. He introduced the Nappa Intrecciato, using exceptionally soft leather that created an almost buttery texture, while maintaining the structural integrity of the weave. The craftsmanship reached new levels of refinement, with some bags requiring 20 hours of hand weaving by master artisans who had perfected their skills over decades. Maier's vision positioned Bottega Veneta as the antithesis of logo-driven luxury, a house for sophisticated consumers secure enough in their taste and status to wear completely unbranded excellence. The iconic knot clutch, introduced in 2001, featuring Intrecciato body with distinctive knotted shoulder straps that created sculptural elegance. This design demonstrated how Bottega Veneta could create instantly recognizable silhouettes without any logos, with the knot construction itself becoming a signature as identifiable as any monogram. The clutch appeared on red carpets worldwide, carried by actresses and socialites who appreciated its combination of artistic design and practical functionality. The success proved that contemporary luxury consumers would embrace logo-free products if the design, craftsmanship, justified premium pricing. The Cabat bag represented Bottega Veneta's ultimate expression of artisanal luxury and functional design excellence. This large tote, constructed entirely from Intrecciato leather, prices started at $4,000 and could exceed $15,000 for exotic skin versions, yet the bag featured absolutely no branding, not even in the Maier label. The Cabat philosophy embodied confident luxury. If you needed a logo validating the purchase, this bag wasn't meant for you. But if you understood craftsmanship and quality, nothing else compared. Under Maier's direction, Bottega Veneta expanded beyond leather goods into ready-to-wear collections that applied the same principles of understated luxury and exceptional quality. The clothing featured impeccable tailoring, luxurious fabrics, fine silhouettes, and innovative cut, drape, and construction to communicate quality. This holistic approach created a complete lifestyle brand, united by aesthetic philosophy rather than logo recognition, appealing to consumers seeking sophisticated elegance across all categories. The ready-to-wear collections achieved critical acclaim and commercial success, proving that fashion could succeed without trend chasing or obvious branding. The brand's approach to advertising reflected its understated philosophy, featuring artistic imagery that emphasized texture, craftsmanship, and mood, rather than product glorification or celebrity endorsement. Campaigns photographed by renowned artists like Todd Hito and Nan Golden created atmospheric narratives where products appeared as natural elements within sophisticated visual stories. This artistic direction positioned Bottega Veneta as culturally relevant and intellectually serious, rather than merely commercially aspirational, attracting consumers who valued substance over flash. The advertising strategy built brand equity through cultural capital rather than mass market recognition, deliberately limiting awareness to maintain exclusivity. The appointment of Daniel Lee as creative director in 2018 marked Bottega Veneta's transformation from respected luxury house to cultural phenomenon driving industry-wide change. Lee, previously at Celine under Phoebe Philo, understood the emergent appetite for quiet luxury and stealth-built aesthetics that Logomania's excesses had triggered. His first collection introduces the pouch bag, an oversized clutch with exaggerated proportions and pillowy softness that became the most coveted accessory of 2018. The pouch's success demonstrated that innovative design and exceptional craftsmanship could create viral desire without any logos, hashtags, or traditional influencer marketing. Lee's creative vision emphasized tactile luxury and innovative construction techniques that elevated Bottega Veneta's artisanal heritage for contemporary audiences. He introduced padded cassette bags with quilted leather creating three-dimensional texture, BV tire boots with exaggerated rubber soles, suggesting industrial functionality, and sculptural jewelry that felt architectural. These design innovations maintained the brand's logo-free philosophy while creating instantly recognizable silhouettes that dominated fashion discourse and social media, despite zero official brand presence online. The tension between creating viral products while maintaining brand discretion reflected the challenge of remaining relevant in digital culture without compromising core values. Bottega Veneta's controversial decision to delete all social media accounts in 2021 shocked the fashion industry and reinforced the brand's commitment to mystery and exclusivity. This radical move contradicted conventional wisdom that luxury brands required constant digital presence to maintain relevance with younger consumers. The social media absence created intrigue and desire, with consumers sharing Bottega Veneta products organically precisely because the brand itself refused to participate in digital culture. This strategy proved that scarcity and discretion could generate more authentic engagement than algorithmic content production, influencing how luxury brands approached digital strategy. The craftsmanship behind Bottega Veneta products justifies premium pricing in ways that logo-heavy competitors struggle to match. A single Intrecciato bag requires between 15 and 25 hours of hand weaving by skilled artisans who trained for years to achieve the necessary precision and consistency. The leather selection process involves examining hundreds of hides to find pieces with perfect grain, color consistency, and flexibility suitable for weaving without any imperfections. These production standards mean that Bottega Veneta cannot scale production arbitrarily, maintaining scarcity that protects brand equity and justifies pricing even as demand surges. The brand's monastic approach to marketing and communication created mystique that traditional luxury advertising struggles to achieve in an oversaturated media environment. Without social media presence, celebrity gifting programs, or influencer partnerships, Bottega Veneta relied entirely on product quality and word-of-mouth recommendation among sophisticated consumers. This organic growth strategy built authentic community around shared appreciation for craftsmanship rather than manufactured hype, creating more durable brand loyalty and cultural cachet. The approach demonstrated that luxury brands could thrive by doing less rather than more, by creating scarcity and mystery rather than constant visibility. The succession effect amplified Bottega Veneta's cultural relevance as costume designer Michelle Matland featured the brand prominently throughout the series. Characters wore Bottega Veneta bags, shoes, and clothing that perfectly captured the quiet luxury aesthetic defining generational wealth and old money sophistication. This organic placement in the most culturally significant show about wealth and power introduced millions of viewers to Bottega Veneta's aesthetic philosophy without any paid product placement. Sales surged as consumers sought to capture the effortless elegance and understated confidence that Succession's costume design exemplified through Bottega Veneta pieces. The brand's influence extended beyond direct sales to reshape industry standards around branding, marketing, and product design across luxury fashion. Competitors including Saint Laurent, Loewe, and Celine accelerated their own moves toward quieter luxury, reduced branding, and emphasis on craftsmanship over logo recognition. This industry transformation vindicated Bottega Veneta's decades-long commitment to understated excellence, proving that their philosophy represented the future rather than an anachronistic holdover from pre-digital luxury. The Intrecciato revolution ultimately demonstrated that exceptional craftsmanship could create stronger brand recognition and desire than any logo. The economic impact of Bottega Veneta's transformation proved substantial, with revenues growing from approximately $500 million in 2017 to over $1.5 billion by 2021. This growth occurred precisely as the brand moved further from traditional luxury marketing tactics, eliminating logos, deleting social media, and emphasizing artisanal production over scaling. The financial success validated that significant luxury consumer segments valued authenticity, craftsmanship, and discretion over the logo-driven consumption that had dominated the previous 2 decades. Bottega Veneta demonstrated that commercial success and artistic integrity could coexist when brands committed fully to distinctive philosophical positioning. The departure of Daniel Lee in 2021 and appointment of Mathieu Blazy tested whether Bottega Veneta's revolution could transcend any single creative director's vision. Blazy continued and deepened the emphasis on craftsmanship, introducing even more technically complex leather treatments and construction methods that pushed artisanal boundaries. His work proved that the Intrecciato revolution represented institutional philosophy rather than individual creative direction, embedded in the brand's DNA and methodology. The continuity demonstrated organizational commitment to values that extended beyond quarterly results or creative director selection into long-term brand building. The Intrecciato technique continues evolving with new applications, including three-dimensional leather manipulation, mixed material weaving incorporating metal and fabric, and scaled variations from micro to macro patterns. This ongoing innovation ensures that Bottega Veneta's signature craft remains dynamic and contemporary, rather than merely static heritage technique. The research and development investment in new weaving methods, leather treatments, and construction techniques positions Bottega Veneta for continued relevance as luxury evolves. The brand proves that traditional craft can drive innovation when approached with curiosity, technical ambition, and commitment to pushing boundaries rather than simply preserving heritage. The Bottega Veneta revolution ultimately represents luxury fashion's maturation from crude status, signaling through logos towards sophisticated communication through quality, craftsmanship, and design excellence. The brand demonstrated that consumers with genuine resources and developed taste prefer products that reward close examination over those designed for recognition from across the room. This shift from external validation to internal satisfaction, from broadcasting status to knowing quality, represents fundamental evolution in luxury consumption psychology that will shape the industry for decades. The Intrecciato weave, invented in 1966 as practical solution to leather construction challenges, became the symbol of this transformation and proof that true luxury needs no logo when excellence speaks for itself.